back in the studio in Green Spring with Chuck and Carla Harding. And we're going to talk about the spring band dance that's coming up on March the 9th. Hopefully we'll all be able to attend it by that time. I mean, we're looking forward to it.
Yes, we are.
And spring band dance, March the 9th. So do we have a specific theme for this one?
Yes, we really do. Thanks to Shirley Shiflett and her decorating flair. It's the St. Patrick's Day dance as well as the spring band dance.
Oh, good.
So you can come in costume if you wish, or not, depending on your preference.
Huh?
Yes, you can come as a leprechaun, or you can come casually dressed.
Okay.
Either one is fine. You know, it's festive, it's fun, and it is Mike Surratt's eclectic
coalition.
Now, he's the one that plays for all the dances, doesn't he?
Yes, he's actually been playing for the group. It turns out we did a little research into the history because we haven't been here quite since the beginning.
Yeah.
And it turns out he's been playing for us since about 2002.
Was that when the dancing
group of
began,
three people.
Surely we danced before 2002.
You know, it appears that from what we've found out, that right almost from the beginning there's been ballroom dancing, which is what we're talking about here. And Linda Conlon's father lived here for 12 years, and he and another woman who was here at the time started actually the lessons. And he was a fantastic dancer, apparently, had been dancing all his life. She, of course, then was exposed to ballroom dancing all her life and actually had a ballroom business in Fredericksburg and Spotsylvania, where she did lessons for years and years. And was
so
very...
she's a professional.
She's a professional, and she's phenomenal. She's excellent with teaching. And she's taught a lot of folks here who are now, you know, her sort of teachers under her.
She is a resident, right?
She is a resident, and she was here during the time her dad was living here, which was 12 years. So she was involved in the dancing even when he was here, and now has taken over basically the teaching side of it. So
yeah, we've had her on Village in Motion several times talking about the dances coming up.
The neat thing about Linda is, unlike some instructors, she can do either the man's part or the woman's part equally well. Well, it's really neat because you know the other sex is left out, if you will, sometimes, and it's hard to figure out. Like the bit people said, Ginger Rogers had to do the same thing Fred Astaire did, only backwards and in heels. Yeah. You know, so it's a challenge.
Oh, she was a beautiful dancer.
Yeah.
Oh, she was phenomenal. Yeah, she really was.
Don't let me interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No. But anyway, this dance is coming up on Friday the 9th. Is that
9th
correct?
of March, right? 7:30 to 9:30, and I know you all have a slide here. It's
Do we have a slide on this?
Yeah.
Well,
good.
Wherever.
Yeah.
Hunters Crossing Conference Center. That's where we dance now. It turns out that in the beginning, some of you may have seen, you've walked down the hall in the afternoon and seen the line dancing happening in the same room, the crafts room where you usually see pottery. It turns out that in the beginning, that's where the dance group met.
Oh, is that right?
But it outgrew that, and then there was a succession of sort of stopgaps. Apparently, for a while, people danced in the town center dining room, you know, the fireside. So I've been told. I don't know, but eventually. After a couple sort of false starts with temporary floors, General Services put in that lovely permanent floor over in Hunters Crossing, where we dance now, and that's just marvelous.
You said that was about 2008.
Well, let's finish talking about this dance coming up, because we want to get all the details.
Right.
You know, it's going to be in the
Hunters Crossing Conference Center, March the 9th, which is a Friday evening, 7:30 to 9:30, and it is Mike Surratt's Eclectic Coalition Band, who has been the band here when there's 4 band dances a year, and this is one of them, and they're great. He plays all kinds of ballroom music, and I mean, you can do different dances to the same song. I mean, Chuck is much better at explaining that than I am, but they're phenomenal. They're wonderful because they've been playing with us for so long, and as the group size has increased, they get more enthusiastic, and the dancers get more enthusiastic. They're really fun.
Now, there is a cost for this dance, though, right?
There is. Almost all of the activities for the dancing are free, except for the 4 band dances, because we have to pay for the band.
So we have a band dance in spring, summer, fall, and winter?
Yep.
Is that
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
So, and each one of them have a different theme, I presume.
Each one, yeah. You know, the band dances are this year, March 9, June 8, September 14, and December 14. So, yeah. In addition to that, there are 3 theme dances, which are recorded music, so So the theme dances are free, and that's 4th of July, Halloween, and New Year's.
Okay,
And
now,
Halloween especially brings out lots of costumes.
Yeah,
I presume this cost of $8, what is it?
$8 a head and $10 at the door.
That must pay for all of the wine and
Well,
beer
actually,
and
no. It
snacks?
really just pays for the band.
Okay.
So people bring their own liquor, bring BYOB and snacks to share. But I mean, some people don't eat; they just come to dance.
Yeah.
Some people just come to watch, which is fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can come to watch. You can come to enjoy.
But you're going to pay at the door.
You will pay $10 at the door if you don't buy your ticket ahead.
Yeah.
And frankly, for a couple of hours dancing, that's not bad.
No.
But again, if we switch to the lesson side of it, the lessons are really on Sunday evenings from 7 to 8, no charge. In March, it's Foxtrot. In April, it is merengue, and in May, it is mambo, right? Rumba, okay.
Rumba, yeah, rumba. Well, it switches around some. We've had to rearrange it because of this change in our restricted schedule here.
That's right.
But so then during the course of the month, you do the lessons on Sunday evenings 7 to 8, and then on Wednesday evenings from 7 to 8, you can practice what you learned on Sunday, which is kind of nice. And the lessons on Sunday are in the Akatink room. The practice on Wednesday nights are in the wee bowling room at the
shuffleboard room, way down at the tail end of Forest View.
Forest View on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
And again, those are free. The only exception is the third Wednesday of every month. The dancers go and dance with folks over at Garden Ridge, and it's really charming.
That turns out to be great fun.
So you all have done that too?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there are folks who can still dance over there. They need a little support, a little encouragement.
Right.
But it's dear. Anybody who does that will just feel so good about it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on Friday are the evening dances. Again, they're free, 7 to 9, and they're in the Akatink room.
Yeah.
So there's a sort of a Sunday, Wednesday, Friday pattern. If you like ballroom dancing, and it can be beginner, intermediate, advanced. We got dancers at all levels.
Right. I mean, there are a few people who are really very, very good. But the nice thing is, just like Green Spring in general, there's no hierarchy.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy to interact with anybody else and help. So you don't feel uncomfortable just because, well, gee, I know only 2 different dance patterns for this particular style. Well, that's okay.
And even if you can only move your foot about a foot, all right, you can still shuffle, huh?
Yeah.
There's a shuffle dance.
Nobody's.
Well,
Actually, there's a mixer called.
Yeah, a mixer called the Green Spring Shuffle.
Right, and we have an arrangement. We put the ladies along one side and the men along the other, and you progress down to a point where you get together with whoever shows up, of the other sex, and dance down the center and separate at the far end. Come back, and so you may go through 4 or 5 partners in the space of 5 minutes.
There's
It's
a song.
great.
There's a country song called "Changing Partners," and
Oh, that'd be great.
So, matter of fact, I've either sung it or I'm going to sing it in a week or
good.
two.
Okay.
that's neat.
We should use that to dance. But it's really good. Generally speaking, there do tend to be more women than men, as is true throughout the course of your life in dancing.
Yeah.
And so Linda and all the folks that teach are very good about switching partners. You're not just going in and dancing with whoever you came with or whatever.
Right.
You're dancing with everybody. And the men are very good about switching partners and asking the women to dance, and quite charming.
Unlike
Well, how did you all get involved in dancing?
Well, we actually met dancing about 50 years ago, but it wasn't ballroom dancing.
Oh, you couldn't have done 50 years ago.
Yeah, we've been married.
Yes, it
married a
definitely
long
was.
time. But it was English and Danish country dancing, and that's the first time I met Chuck. And we were married about a year
We
after
used to do that at Berea College.
Berea is an amazing place. We've danced at Berea, and Chuck's family went to Berea for about 50 years at the Christmas
There was something called the Christmas Country Dance School, which started, I think, right after the war. It may actually have been before that. And then Mom started going about 1950 or 51, and then the rest of us went along. And we enjoyed it when we were children. We were sort of watching from the sidelines. My parents' rule was when you got to be 5 feet tall, you could dance with everybody else. But until then, you had to watch. So, you had to be 12 or 13 or something to
And you had
participate.
said you went to Berea
I did.
College one year.
Yeah, I
mean,
danced in those dances.
Did you really?
The Jadashi,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. They went on for years and years and years. They probably
They're
still
still
are
going
I think
today.
we still
yeah.
have
Still
a
goes on.
major
And the
dance
student
group.
industries,
And
that is a remarkable
Sure.
college.
As a matter of fact, it's a dance group that dances all over. All over. They go on trips.
Oh,
and they
okay.
demonstrate dancing. to
No, I
other-
wasn't aware of that,
Yeah.
but for years there was the Christmas school, there was the Mountain Folk Festival in March or April.
Yeah.
And that one I never went to, although I think you went to one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's sum up our spring band dance.
Spring band dance, it would be good to put that slide back up
Yeah,
there too,
let's
because
have
that has
that
all
one
the
more time.
details.
March the 9th, 7:30 to 9:30, Hunters Crossing Conference Center. Bring your own bottle.
St. Patrick's Day
St.
flair, thanks to
Patrick's
Shirley
Day.
Shiflett.
Dress as a leprechaun if you want to.
Yeah, or not if you want
Yeah.
to.
Wear a green hat or a green tie.
Right.
Yeah,
Bring
yeah,
green
or
beer
full
if you want to.
costume, whatever.
But bring your own bottle and bring your own snacks.
Tickets
Right.
in advance or at the door.
$8 in advance and
$10
$10
at the
$10
door,
at the
yeah.
door.
Okay, well, thank you all very much for coming on.
And
Thank
thank you.
you.
And it's been a pleasure talking with you.
Same, absolutely.